Hello yogis, welcome back to my channel. Today's practice will be targeted on the hips as well as bringing in the intention of new beginnings. Props today will be a blanket and blocks, or if you want to bring in anything else, of course you can always do that. And so if you want to go grab your stuff, get into something comfy, and I will meet you back on your mat. All right, my dears, before we get started in our first pose, just wanted to speak into a little bit of our intention of new beginnings. So I'm recording this particular video the 2nd of December. So bringing in the attention of this new month, but of course we can always apply I said new intentions, I meant new beginnings. You can apply new beginnings at the beginning of a week, a new phase or journey that you're about to start. It's endless of when we can always have the opportunity to begin something anew, right? So as we focus on our intention today, what I invite you to do is to bring in an intention for yourself. And we will create an affirmation around that. So your affirmation will be, I invite in, and whatever it is you want to bring into this current month, current week, whatever you're beginning. For me, this month, I am inviting in joy and passion. So that is my affirmation. I invite in joy and passion. So as we get into our first pose, which will be child's pose, perfect time to kind of just ground yourself and be with yourself. I invite you to connect with what your intention is. All right, so let's get started in our child's pose. If you want to use the blanket for some extra padding under the knees, I'm choosing to do that today. Bringing the big toes together, widening the knees. And I always like to sink those hips back towards the heels first. We want to focus on getting the hips to the heels as much as possible. Maybe you aren't able to do that. You can bring a blanket underneath the thighs between the calves. And then we want to lift up out of the low back and then walk yourself forward, melting here into your child's pose. Option with the arms, having them straight out in front of you. Maybe you stack the hands on top of one another and just resting here. Or you can bring a block underneath the head or the chest. And taking a few moments to allow yourself to get settled into what feels right for your body this morning or today. And then once you get settled, taking a cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose, send the breath all the way to the low belly. Taking a big open mouth exhale. Letting any tension or gripping in the body go. Allow the upper body, the heart, to just melt to the earth. Relaxing the jaw, the facial muscles. Now maybe connecting with your intention. I invite in whatever that is for you. And breathing in and out through your nose. And taking 5 more breaths here. Last breath. Cleansing inhale and exhale. And slowly pressing yourself up. We'll come to sit on the heels if that's accessible to you. If it's not, just bring the knees in together and swing the legs over to one side. We'll just take a few breaths here. Noticing any sensations in your body. And last breath, big breath in, big breath out. And then we'll walk the knees in towards one another. Just shift over to one hip, swing the legs out in front of you. I'm going to take my blanket out from underneath me. Extend the legs out in front, just give them a little wiggle, a little shake. Good. All right, making our way into a seated twist. And bring your right heel over to your left glute, and then crossing that left foot over your right thigh. Take an inhale, lengthen up nice and tall through that right arm, and then we're going to hook that elbow to the knee and bring your left hand back behind you. Rooting down through both sit bones, take an inhale, lengthen up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, gently pull the belly in and doing your best to twist from your core rather than the shoulder leading. I'm going to press down through that left big toe. Taking some nice, slow, deep breaths to the belly.
Relaxing your facial muscles. And let's take 3 more breaths here. And last breath, take the breath to come out of your twist. So we'll inhale to the belly. And then as you exhale, untwist coming forward. Very good. From here, we'll come into shoelace. So you're just going to cross that left knee over the right. Kind of shift your hips here. Now you may not be able to have it directly stacked over. That's okay. You can have it here. You can even use one of your blocks here to support underneath. We are just looking to target that left hip and glute. And then we'll bring the hands out in front. Take an inhale, lengthen up nice and tall. And exhale, walking yourself forward till you feel that in that left hip or glute. Another option here is you can bring your blocks in front and rest the forearms here and let your head be heavy. I think I'm going to choose this today. This feels pretty good. And if your hips and glutes are a little tight, you may be feeling this in both of your glutes right now, as I am. Noticing if your shoulders are up by your ears, gently press them down the back, creating some space between the shoulders and ears. I apologize for any background noise that you may be hearing, as I forgot my yard guys were coming this morning. Thankful for their service, but just didn't align with the timing. All is calm, all is bright. I invite enjoy. And bringing in your affirmation again. I invite in whatever that is for you. Let's take one more breath here. Big breath in, fill up the belly. Open mouth, exhale. And slowly coming up out of this. Let's come into windshield wiper. Just move my blocks off to the side. Gently uncrossing the legs, bring the hands back behind you, and then just drop the knees side to side. Good. And then we'll come into our twist on the other side. So bringing that up, right foot to the left hip. Nope, I was right the first time. Left knee. Coming into our twist on the other side. Left heel to that right hip. Right foot across that thigh. Press down through that right big toe. Take that lengthening stretch up the left side and then hook that left elbow to that right thigh. Right hand back behind you. Really focus on sitting up nice and tall. If you find this a little difficult, you're kind of leaning further back, it might be good to bring your block underneath that right hand to help lift you up. And again, breathing into the belly. Each time you exhale, gently pull the belly button towards the spine and twisting from the center. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Good. One more breath, big breath all the way to the belly. And on that exhale, untwist, coming forward and coming right into shoelace on this side. And this side may be a little tighter than the other. Our bodies are always have one side that seems to be a little tighter than the other. So just being in awareness of what side that is for your body. And then making your way into your fold. Letting the head be heavy, dropping the chin in towards the chest. Relaxing the jaw, the shoulders. Breathing into the belly, the back. Breathing in and out through the nose. Maybe it feels good to gently rock your head side to side a few times.
Let's take one more breath here. Okay, we're so gently coming up out of this pose, and we'll come into our windshield wiper once again. Hands back behind you, and just letting the knees drop side to side. And then from here, we'll make our way down onto our backs. And just lowering yourself down nice and easy. And let's bring the knees into the chest. And then having the hands on the kneecaps, just widen the knees. And we'll just make some circles here with the knees and the hips. It's a great way to open up the hip joints. And then reversing, going the other direction. One more time. Good. And then lowering your feet to your mat. And we'll cross that left ankle over that right thigh, coming into our sleeping swan or reclined pigeon. You're going to thread that left arm into that opening and interlacing the fingers together either on top of the shin or behind the back of the thigh. And then just let the legs get heavy, just gently guiding that right knee in towards you. So feeling this in that left hip glute area. Taking a nice slow deep breath to the belly, the back. Taking an open mouth exhale. Letting everything soften. Let that right leg and foot relax. Shoulders are heavy to the earth. Jaws relaxed. Chin is slightly tucked in towards the chest, with the head resting on the floor. Coming back to your affirmation, I invite in
Taking one more breath here. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Releasing the hands, keeping the legs as they are. Just lower your right foot back to your mat. And now you're going to take that left foot and thread it underneath the right leg. And then using your right hand to maybe grab onto that left foot, let that left leg just open up, knee towards the floor. You can open up that left arm out to the side with the palm facing up. So targeting the inner groin, the inner thigh, the quad here, as well as the hip and glute. Taking a big breath to your belly. As you exhale, let the belly soften, the low back release, the glutes release, the hips. Taking one more breath here. Big breath in. Big breath out. Releasing that left foot. Slowly bring the left knee in towards the chest to give it a little hug, a little squeeze into the chest. Good. And then let's extend that leg up, foot towards the ceiling, holding onto the back of the thigh. And just point and flex through the foot. Rotate through the ankle. And then bend that left knee, foot to the mat. And we'll come into pigeon on the right side. So right ankle crosses over that left thigh, threading your right arm through that opening and releasing the fingers to the calf, to the back of the thigh. Softening that left leg and foot. Big breath to the belly. Exhale to soften.
Just doing a little body scan here. Notice if the shoulders are kind of hunched up by the ears. Let the shoulders soften. Notice if your chin is up towards the ceiling. Gently tuck the chin in. You can always place a blanket or a block underneath the head as well if you need that support. And we'll take 3 more breaths here. And last breath, big cleansing inhale and exhale. Releasing the hands, lowering that left foot to the mat. And then we'll thread that right foot underneath the left leg, grabbing on to that right foot with the left hand. Let that right knee relax. Open up the right side body with that right arm out to the side. Big breath to your belly. Take an open mouth exhale. As you do, let the belly soften, the low back release, the hips, the glutes, the pelvic floor. And breathing in and out through your nose.
One more breath here. Big breath in. Big breath out. Releasing that foot. Gently bringing the knee into the chest, hugging it in. And then we'll extend that right leg up, foot towards the ceiling, holding onto the back of the thigh. Point and flex through the foot. Rotate through the ankle. And bend the knee into the chest again. Lower your right foot down. Coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall out to the side. And bringing one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Taking a cleansing breath here. And you can always bring the blocks underneath the knees or the thighs for some added support. And bringing in your affirmation once again. And we are halfway through this pose. Doing a quick scan, noticing any part of the body that may be still holding or gripping, especially maybe in the glutes, the shoulders, letting that go. Taking a cleansing breath, big breath in, big breath out. And then just slowly extending one leg out and then the other, coming into our final pose, Shavasana. Maybe you keep the hands here on the belly and the heart. Maybe you open them up to the side. Settling here, softening, feeling the effects of your practice. Taking a big, nourishing breath in and a big cleansing breath out. Begin to bring some movement into your body. Wiggle the fingers, the toes, the wrists, the ankles. Gently shift your head, rock your head side to side. And then taking a nice lengthening stretch, reach the arms up back behind you, point through the toes. Big inhale. And as you exhale, bring the arms into the chest, your feet to your mat. And then hugging the knees into the chest. Taking a few rocks side to side. And rolling over to one side in fetal pose. Take one full breath here. And then pressing yourself up. We'll come to meet in an easy seated pose. And let's once again bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Taking a cleansing breath here. Bringing in your affirmation once again. I invite in. And inviting this affirmation, this intention into your new beginning, your new day, your new week, your new month. And honoring yourself for taking this time for you, for your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul, your life. And I honor you for taking this time for yourself. Let's bring the hands into prayer at the heart, gently bowing our heads. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your yoga practice, your spiritual journey, and your new beginning. May you have peace in your heart, peace in your mind, peace in your body, and peace in your life. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today and offering this beautiful practice for yourself. If you enjoyed this practice, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so. That will support me in the algorithm of getting my videos out to the community and sharing what I have to offer. Thank you so much. Peace and love.